Let's now dig deeper in the subject with Christian Bluth of the Bertelsmann Foundation. Mr. Bluth, welcome to DW and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, everyone is trying to assess how big the impact of the Brexit is going to be, but the fact is, at this point, we still don't know when the Brexit is going to be completed. Does it make a huge difference, the time at which the Brexit will happen?
Yes, it does. The longer it takes, the more painful it would be because uncertainty continues. Brexit is, in fact, a three-stage rocket. It starts with the ignition, which is the triggering of Article 50. It continues with the negotiations on the precise terms of the leave, after which the UK will have left the EU. But at that point, it still remains to define the relationship between the EU and Britain afterwards, which will include a trade deal.
Yeah, now companies and banks have said many times that they were preparing for the Brexit ahead of the vote. But do you think that any company truly prepared for what is going on right now?
I know for a fact that many companies have drawn up contingency plans. But it's one thing to have a contingency plan, and the other thing is to believe that you will actually execute it. And I think, especially on that note, the financial sector has been caught left-footed. Now, companies are putting their plans into motion, especially in the financial sector, which will be very badly impacted under any scenario. In other areas, it depends very much on the trade deal, so I expect business will be much more cautious there and adopt a wait-and-see approach.
And speaking of wait and see, everyone was talking about the long-term conditions. That's what we've heard many times. But what is happening right now? What are the consequences that we can see and feel at this very moment?
Right now, I'd say we see already two effects. One is the effect of uncertainty. There's nothing that business people hate as much as uncertainty. And if a business person is faced with a decision whether to invest in the UK or whether to make the same investment somewhere in the EU, it will probably be a decision for investment in the EU. The other thing we see has to do with the exchange rate. The pound sterling has weakened considerably and is structurally likely to continue to do so in the future. And that means that prices will rise in the UK, leading to less demand and lower economic growth.
So it's still a long road ahead. Thank you very much, Christian Bluth of the Bertelsmann Foundation, for the insight.